Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So Aquarius, I hope all of you have been doing well. We're just going to shuffle the cards and look into the past, present, and future of your connection with your love interest. So past, present, and future reading for Aquarius and their love interest. Past, present, and future reading for Aquarius and their love interest. Okay. Past, present, and future reading for Aquarius and their love interest. So this is your past. You have the Nine of Cups, King of Swords, and the Magician. This is your present. You have the Lovers, ooh, Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. And then we're just going to put your future over here to the side. Okay, so past, present. Starting with your past, you have the Nine of Cups. Clarify this Nine of Cups. Five of Wands. Ten of Cups. Four of Swords. All right, so let's see what in the world is going on here, because you have some interesting cards, Aquarius. So starting with this Nine of Cups, I have to be very honest with you. I'm not getting a good feeling with this Nine of Cups. I'm seeing someone here who is quite self-indulgent. This is a person who is not very transparent with their true feelings. Like, they'll tell you one thing and then do something completely different. So remember, this is your past. So everything that I'm saying is what happened in the past between you and your love interest. I do feel like this is the energy of your love interest. This is someone like, like someone who's really smirk. You know what I'm saying? Like sneaky kind of. Like they do really insincere things and they get away with it. Like this is someone who is like, I'm also getting like a trickster kind of vibe. I know this is not the Magician, but the reason why I'm getting a trickster, like someone who's deceptive, is because I just feel like they're not transparent. Like they will tell you something, kind of reassure you on some things, make you feel very secure, and then the next day or a couple days later, they do the exact opposite of what the two of you decided on doing. So like, for example, I'm seeing that in the past they may have like reassured you that it was you that they wanted to be with, and or that they would give this connection a chance or another try, and they ended up doing the exact opposite. Like they just didn't fulfill their promise. We'll look more into it. In clarity of the Nine of Cups, you do have the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like this connection has been long-term. Like the two of you have been really dealing with each other for a very long time. With the Ten of Cups here, there's one partner, and this could be you, Aquarius, who really wants this, the Ten of Cups. Like, I feel like they made you feel very confident that the two of you could have this in the future. The Ten of Cups is my happily ever after card. I mean, you have 10 representing completion. You have the rainbow in the background representing happiness, fulfillment. This is like, you know, settling down, marriage, having kids. It's very ideal. And so I really feel like this was your goal, Aquarius, with them. You were working towards this, and they made you feel like this was possible to have with them. In clarity of that Nine of Cups, you also have the Four of Swords. Actually, I want to talk about the Five of Wands, because this came after the Four, or it came before the Four of Swords. With the Five of Wands here, this is tension. This is, you know, this is problems here, conflicts. The only thing with the Five of Wands that's really concerning me is that the Five of Wands typically represents that this conflict, or whatever the conflict was in the past, it didn't just involve you and your person. It involved or influenced people outside of the connection. It could be friends, family, third party situation. So too many people were involved in this situation. I'll just simply say that. And that's really what was the blockage. That was the biggest problem in this connection, is that your person was allowing other people to influence them. In clarity of the Nine of Cups, you also have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords here is, oh my goodness, this card just revealed everything to me about your person, which is that you're dealing with a person who is just, in the past they were unhappy in this connection. I really feel like they did not want to try again. They didn't want to make things work, but for some reason they felt obligated to do so. Notice how this gentleman or this individual is like surrounded by swords. They're in a situation where, you know, they know that they shouldn't be in it, but they're pretending as if everything is okay. So I feel like that's where the lack of transparency comes on their part, was that they were unwilling to tell you how they really felt about this connection. And instead, they made it seem like everything was okay, as if they were okay with, you know, working towards this Ten of Cups with you, when they know deep down that's not what they wanted. I'm not sure why they felt so obligated to stay in a situation that they felt uncomfortable in, but perhaps they felt like they have responsibilities with you. Maybe for some of you, this is general, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Maybe for some of you, you guys have a family, you know, children are involved, or any kind of other responsibilities, or, you know, some kind of accountability that they felt they had towards you. Next, you have the King of Swords. Five of Cups. The Fool. So let's just talk about the King of Swords, okay? Because when I literally just now, when I picked up these cards, what I got was reckless. Someone here was being reckless, because with this King of Swords, I do feel like this person resented you in the past. This is all so conflicting, Aquarius. I have to be honest with you, because from them really being, you know, insincere with you, and making you feel like the two of you could work towards this, right? This happily ever after. And then next they start resenting you. But I feel like the resentment came from the fact that they were doing the opposite of what they really wanted to do. And in clarity of the, you know, so the King of Swords is someone who's very cutting, like very mean. I feel like there are times in the past where they were just really nasty to you. They would disregard your feelings. In clarity of the King of Swords, you do have, I feel like some of them, I'm sorry, but I'm getting these messages and I have to say it. I feel like some of them also treated you as if you were like a burden, you know, just acting as if they didn't want to be with you. And so in clarity of the King of Swords, you do have the Fool. So really what I'm seeing with this Fool card here is a person who was like changed their mind. I feel like they changed their mind very soon after. They changed their mind about you very soon after. So it's like they made you feel so confident and secure in the fact that the two of you could try again and work towards this happily ever after. And then right after, treating you like this, like a burden, like they didn't want to be with you. And then you have the Fool card where they changed their mind really, really quickly. And I do feel like this Fool card is saying that they took a risk, and they try to go back, they try to go to someone else, but we'll look more into it. Next, you have the Five of Cups. So this is you pretty much feeling like, you know, this is crying over spilled milk, feeling like you don't have a chance with this person anymore. Now, it's really upsetting me as the reader, because you have a person who is really, if we're being honest here, they were stringing you along, giving you all this, you know, false hope, all this broken promises, and you felt so sure, like, yes, like finally this time around we can, you know, me and my person can really work towards this. Offer them to just, you know, disappoint you. It was like a slap to the face, and I feel that disappointment. And look what's on the back. You have the Three of Swords, a third party situation. And I literally just said with the Fool card that I felt like they went towards someone else. Three of Swords is heartbreak from a third-party situation. Clarify the Magician. Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, this card right here. What is this? The Hangman. So this is the last card in your spread. I do feel like this is what recently happened, your recent past. You have the Magician. So the Magician, this is a trickster. The reason why I took a pause is because didn't the Nine of Cups come out and I said something about how it reminded me of the Magician, and I didn't even notice that the Magician was in your spread. Your messages are very strong. I mean, everything's coming together, Aquarius. So if this is resonating, please, please, please take this message seriously. With the Magician here, this is a trickster. It all makes sense now. The Magician, you know, they're just like very conniving, like they cause confusion for you. I'm really getting that word strongly, conniving. Like, I do feel like this is someone where like their actions are premeditated. From the very beginning, they knew that they didn't want this. They, like, everything was premeditated, Aquarius, as in, it's like they sat down, they thought about it. They were like, okay, let me just see where this goes. They knew from the very beginning what their intentions were. In clarity of the Magician, you do have the Hangman. So with the Hangman here, this is a person who's at a standstill. I do feel like they've caused this mess, okay? They put you in this mess, and they're not even caring to take any action to fix it, to make things better. And it's really because their heart is pushing them towards someone else. And this is exactly what happens when you go against what the heart wants. At the end of the day, the heart wants what it wants. And this is a magician. This is someone where, for some reason, the person that they actually wanted, they couldn't have that person. You know, so perhaps they just felt like, let's just see how things will go with me and Aquarius. But later on, look at what happened to them. They had a slap in the face as well, because now they're being pushed more towards the person of their desire. And for some reason, they're not even able to go to that person of their desire. So they're in a mess as well. They're getting a taste of their own medicine. Next, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So really what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Pentacles, they're working on something. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Let's get a good card on this. Four of Cups. What did I say? They are working on going towards the person of their desire with this Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this person is so premeditated. Like, everything that they do, they have already sat down and thoroughly thought about it. This is not someone, they may like to act unaware, oblivious, like they have no idea what's going on. They know Aquarius. This was their plan all along. Oh my gosh, I'm getting upset for you. Like, I definitely feel how hurt you are by this person. In clarity of the Magician, so all of these cards, remember now, all of these cards clarifies the Magician. We're just going more in depth. You have the Nine of Pentacles. When I saw the Nine of Pentacles, I was like, what is this person doing here? This reading is for Aquarius and their person of interest. This card is the person of their desire. This is the third party. Don't be upset with the third party, Aquarius. I really feel like you need to make your person accountable for this mess, because remember, the third party isn't even accepting them either. With this Nine of Pentacles, the third party is living their best life and being very abundant by themselves. I do feel like the third party is focused on something else. They're not even caring about your person, because you also have the Four of Cups, rejection here. Okay, so they have been rejecting your person, or your person feels like they will get rejected. This is just someone who causes a mess with everyone that they deal with. So let's look at your present, right? Because you do have the Lovers, which is positive. Lovers representing a soulmate connection. Then you have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Lovers. Ten of Pentacles, okay. Abundance, potential. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, Aquarius, do you have someone new coming in? The reason why I say that is because this is the thing though. You have, I don't want to call this person new. I do feel like this is someone who you're familiar with, but the thing is, you are not seeing them as a potential romantic love interest. So it may not be like a love at first sight sort of thing. This person is attractive. I just feel like you've been focused on this, you've been focused on your person. You haven't been focused on this knight here, because this Knight of Pentacles, I'm strongly seeing that this is someone who is like your friend. The two of you are familiar with each other. They've been wanting you. They're very, very romantically into you, but maybe you kind of friend zone them, or maybe you're just now getting to know them more. But there's a soulmate connection that you have with them. You just haven't recognized it because you're still stuck on this magician, this trickster. You have the Ten of Pentacles that also clarify the soulmate connection. So the Ten of Pentacles represents abundance. This is the amount of potential. This is not one pentacle, it's not two, it's not five, it's 10 pentacles. This is a connection that's not only a soulmate, but this is something that could be very long term, settling down with each other, having a family. The potential is here. And yeah, you have a knight. I mean, you have options, okay? Just letting you know. You may not be recognizing it, but you do have options, okay? This Knight of Pentacles has been wanting to come in for a very long time. They're very, very into you. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow energy, and I feel like what's been taking them very long to really come towards you and let you know that they want to get to know you more is because they know that you've been busy and occupied with this magician. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Nine of Wands. Three of Cups. So with this Queen of Wands here, you are very, very conflicted right now, Aquarius. It's really because I do feel like you're still very hopeful towards your person that they will come back, that things will change, and in the end you will get, you know, that in the end you will get what you want with them. Um, the only thing is, don't drain yourself of this kind of energy where you're back and forth with yourself, where one minute you're hurt, disappointed, defensive towards them, not wanting anything to do with them, and then the next minute you're feeling this way, feeling hopeful and feeling open to trying again, because it's like the thing with you, Aquarius. I do feel like, I don't know too many Aquariuses personally, but from doing your readings, I do feel like you're like a hopeless romantic. It's very hard for you. When you fall in love, you fall hard, which is why a lot of you guys, your partners, you know they're able to mess up so many times and still be with you, because you give them that chance. You still allow them to have access to you after time and time again of messing up and hurting you. In clarity of the Queen of Wands, you do have the Nine of Wands, so more wands. I do feel like, Aquarius, you need to take this time to just, this is my advice to you. You need to just clear everything out. I feel like you're in a clutter right now, okay? It's kind of like being stuffed in a messy room. You need to cut out distractions and things that don't matter, because I feel like you're intentionally doing things like checking up on this person. You're doing something obsessively. It's like you have an addiction right now, whether it's like you checking up on them or like excessively thinking about them. You're losing your self-control, and it's really making the situation worse. Please have the self-discipline to cut out those habits, cut out things and people that are not benefiting you. Stop. There's a habit that you're doing, Aquarius. Don't call me crazy. I had to put the cards down because I saw it. You're doing something obsessively that's not good for you, and it's making it harder for you to move on and let this person go. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you need to stop, okay? I know it's better said than done. It's going to be hard, but just try it, okay? At least try to stop doing it. Next, you have the Three of Cups, third party situations, okay? I saw it in the past, third party situations. There you go, your confirmation. Um, So, like I was saying with the Three of Cups, this does represent a third party situation. I actually want to look more into this Three of Cups because, you do have someone new that is really into you, although I feel like you're not really paying much attention to them. Knight of Swords. Wow. So, in clarity of the Three of Cups, you do have the Six of Swords. Now, personally, as the reader, oftentimes when I get the Six of Swords, this is representing a person who is wanting to continue a very unhealthy connection. The reason why I say that is because look at this couple, right? This man, woman, and child, and they're going on their journey. And it's interesting because there are six swords inside of this boat, and it's almost like they're ignoring these six swords and just continuing their journey. But what they don't realize is, as they go along their journey, these six swords will damage this boat and they will sink and drown. So it's really representing that the longer you ignore a problem, the worse it gets. And I do feel like this was really your behavior or your mentality in this connection is like you saw so many red flags and you often would ignore it. Now, pertaining to this Three of Cups, though, I do feel like this Six of Swords is saying you are still hopeful. Because remember now, the Six of Swords is clarifying the Queen of Wands. So the Six of Swords is saying you are still, deep down, I do feel like you're still hopeful that this person will come back and that there will be a continuation of this connection. Lastly, you do have the Knight of Swords. So be careful not to lose your cool. I do feel like this Knight of Swords is your energy. Let me just double check. High Priestess. Yeah. So, okay. I'm seeing this also clearly, Aquarius. Be careful not to lose your cool and give this person any more of your time and energy because I do feel like you discovered, I don't know if it's that you discovered something recently about them or that the truth was finally accepted by you. The truth was finally revealed and you feel like there is an injustice here. I do feel like the injustice is the fact that all along this person was wanting someone else, and that's how you feel like they did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel tricked, you feel used. I feel like this frustration is really from you just being hurt at what they did to you, the mistreatment. But like I just keep on seeing with the Knight of Swords that this is you in a sense kind of wanting to get back at them. Like how dare you? I do feel like for some of my Aquarius, for some, okay, this is general, for some of you, deep down, you knew that this person was wanting to be with someone else. I feel like this is, for some of you, deep down you knew it, but perhaps because they were reassuring you, you chose to ignore it. So now, it's like, wow, you took me to be a fool. Like, how dare you do this to me? So you do feel like there was an injustice done by them to you. And so the High Priestess is really, I feel like you're in a situation where you're seeing this connection for what it really is. Especially you're now reflecting on the things that they did to you in the past and you're like, that sneaky, you know what? I watch my language on this channel, but that sneaky person, like, this is what they were doing, this is what they meant when they told me this and that. Like, you're seeing everything. I feel like you're very hypersensitive right now, and so everything that they did to you in the past, it's triggering you, and it's just because you're so enlightened right now with this High Priestess. But my advice, my friendly advice, is be careful with how you respond, because right now you're being triggered by things that happened in the past because you're doing a lot of reflecting and now you're seeing through their games and their plans, right? Try your hardest to not get out of character because what happened in the past already happened. It can't be changed. all you can do is be grateful that you finally see the truth in this situation and tell yourself that you won't allow it to happen again. Next, you have the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The Sun card. Ooh, this one right here. Star. This is your card, Aquarius. So, with the Eight of Swords, this is someone who is very mentally conflicted, feeling stuck, feeling like they have no idea what to do about a situation. In clarity of the Eight of Swords, you do have the Star card, which is a card that represents the sign Aquarius, and then the Sun card. So this is quite interesting. Now, this is the thing, Aquarius. I do feel like right now your love life is really hindering your growth. I do feel like you're putting way more energy into your love life than all the other aspects of your life. So you're so focused on your love life that you're not paying enough attention to like other aspects of your life, like career, your work, personal life, relationship with family, friends, your personal goals. You've sort of deserted all of those aspects because you're so drained by this situation and you feel stuck. That's why you're feeling stuck. I also feel like the reason why you're feeling this way is because of codependency. Feeling like there's something that's missing, a part of you that's missing. That makes sense, especially if this is a person that you've been with for a very long time. But please understand that you have your own life as well. Don't ever, revolve your entire life around someone, because what happens when they leave, you end up feeling this way, feeling like you don't even know what to do with yourself. So I just feel like you're not as productive as you usually are because you've allowed this situation to consume you. With the Sun card here, Sun card representing fulfillment and happiness. You also have the Star card. These are very positive cards, but the message here is, Aquarius, that you have amazing opportunities coming towards you, just waiting for you, amazing new beginnings for you. The opportunities that's going to be coming towards you, I don't even want to say that's going to be, it's already here for you, but you're not recognizing your abundance in the other aspects of your life because you're too consumed with what's going on in your love life. There's more to life than this person, I promise. And you need to recognize this because I feel like you're supposed to be doing really big and incredible things, but you're putting your success and your progress on hold because you're too consumed with this person. Okay? So recognize your blessings, recognize the opportunities, but most of all, recognize your capabilities and use them. Okay? So Aquarius, I really hope that this reading helps. We are going to discuss your future spread, but we're going to reveal the future spread in the extended reading. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to view the extended reading, it's only $4.99. You're welcome to visit my website. The link is in the description box. Or if you would like a private reading, where we're going to go more in depth about your personal situation, because this reading is very general, Aquarius. That's why I always tell people, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because it's not going to apply to all. So if you would like an extended reading, a general extended reading, where we will reveal the future, or if you would like a private reading, you're more than welcome to visit my website for those things, okay? Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Please stay safe. I wish you guys the best. Have a great day.